transformation, style, attitude, strength, individuality, leadership, pageant of queens.
I am a queen and do not need the validation of others to know my worth. My name is Beauty and I leave a lasting impression on everyone I meet. Failure is not an option. I am destined for greatness and have the faith to make all things possible.
We're pageant queens, pageant queens. Inspire you to.
The time is now.
We're living out our dreams, walking in our destiny.
Let nothing and no one stand in your way.
This is the pageant of queens.
Hi, my name is Crystal Lee, the creator and director of this reality television series, Pageant of Queens. You are going to watch us take 6 full-figured females on a journey of self-discovery, bonding, and leadership training. I am so excited that we're finally here. It's been a long time coming. Our first season began in 2005. This is season 2.
This is Pageant of Queens, the Pageant of Queens.
Where big is beautiful. You and Harrington. Ooh, yeah!
People every day aren't just a size 2, 3, 4. I'm always confident in what I do. I always stand upright, head up straight, because if you put your head down low, people want to say she's weak.
In 1973, one United States Supreme Court case establishes a woman's right to abortion overriding.
Ain't nobody else coming to this station, you hear me?
Nice way to end the school day.
Oh, it's pampered night that looks so bitter. Well, just feel so wild. You call me no harm, 'cause I'm saving his arm.
So you saw a few of the clips from season 1, and now it's time to embark upon season 2. I am so excited. But before we begin, you need to be aware of some of the basic rules that the contestants had to follow. 1. Each episode, they're going to be presented with a different challenge that they have to complete. They're going to be judged on these challenges. It's not all about competition or who wins and who did a better job. Sometimes it's about how well you helped your sister out in the challenge, because we're trying to instill leadership qualities. Each of them have leadership qualities, but just like your muscles, we need to exercise and flex them and keep them growing. Each of them started out with 1,000 points. And the only way that you can lose points is by disrespect or once again not following the rules. They had to journal online before and after each challenge, and that was a huge chunk of the points. And the reason that was set in place was to promote communication, because you can't live in your own box. You have to branch out and network. So that's something we wanted to get them going, and started with just talking to individuals and building relationships that are going to last and stick. Everyone's favorite part was the power stick. If you had control of the power stick, you could not be eliminated. But the caveat is, just like power and money, if you don't keep your eyes on it, don't pay attention, it can be obtained by someone else. So as long as there was no fighting or bickering or disrespect, it was totally legal to pick up the stick if it was placed down. And that would mean that you are now up for elimination.
Season 2 of Pageant of Queens began with auditions. 6 contestants will be chosen to compete in the television show. 2 will compete in a live season finale to determine who will be crowned queen and walk away with the cash prize.
What are some of your challenges, and how do you think this opportunity will help you with those?
I think some of my challenges are, I think my biggest challenge is myself. I seem to get down on myself a little bit sometimes. Try to be a perfectionist most of the time, which kind of works against me sometimes. I don't know, that sounds a little weird, but it does. So I guess my biggest challenge is to just sometimes just let go and let things be what they're going to be, and understand that I'm not perfect and everything isn't always going to be perfect.
All over the place. One day I could be classy, next day I could not care.
One thing I love is girdles. I feel more big girls need them. I'm not the type to have stuff swinging, and I don't like that. So I'm pretty much anything. I'll go out, give me something to wear, and I'll wear it.
But the one thing I do try to do is stick to my size. I have girlfriends that are smaller, and I know that they're 10 and 12, and I may be a little bit larger, and I don't have to look like them. I'm just comfortable in me. Yeah. So just letting the full-figured women know that we're here, and there's just more of us to love, respect, and honor.
It is our mission to make sure that every customer drives away happy.
Giving our customers unlimited bonuses.
Do whatever it takes to
make sure the customer drives away satisfied.
No matter whether you're on Team Danny or Team Jordan, at Nissan of Chesapeake, you're promised to drive away a winner.
This is a limited time offer.
The tints are going up and the prices are going down. Save up to $5,900 on the Altima at Nissan of Chesapeake. Plus, never pay for an oil change or state inspection again. And that's NOC for life. All roads lead to Nissan of Chesapeake.
One contestant that stood out to us was Sarah. With an awesome voice and a firm foundation in her faith, Sarah had our attention.
Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I rap about a lot of stuff. I rap about life. I rap about sex, guys, stuff that people 25 talk about. I like to rap about where I come from.
Chester?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know about Chester?
Well, I heard you, so
okay. Yeah, I come from Chester, Pennsylvania. If you ever heard of a third world country, where I come from is the third class city. So it's full of poverty. Nothing like, nobody ever really leaves Chester. So I'm blessed to be out of Chester.
I think the ideal image is whatever makes that person comfortable. I think the most important thing is that a person be healthy above all else. And what is right for you and what you feel is good for you may be different for someone else. And everybody, we're all children of the King in my perspective. We're all children of God, and He created us the way that He created us, and we're all beautiful in our own right. So whatever's right for you might be different for somebody else. As long as you stay true to yourself, I think that's what's important.
Absolutely. My past relationship was actually my first relationship, and it lasted 1.5 years, and it was with one of my friends. When I moved here, I met him. And we started going to church together, and he was like a church boy, if you want to say. He was heavily into church. He had some of the same goals as I had. School, trying to develop something for his life. The type of man that I'm interested in, definitely someone that believes in God. That's the first and foremost thing. As far as physical appearance, I like somebody that's taller than me because I feel like I'm tall and I don't need nobody shorter than me. Medium build, I don't have a criteria for the size, but just someone to respect me for who I am and love me for who I am, and just willing to work half and half with me and take care of me, and I'll take care of him. I'm hoping to gain better, I don't want to tell anybody this, but confidence, because everybody perceives me as this confident person, but they don't know that sometimes, I'm by myself. I'm not as confident as they think I am.
Sometimes we go through experiences in life that kind of try to hold you back from doing what you want to do, and then you get so caught up in it, and before you realize that you've missed out on something, and people tell you all the time as you're growing up, don't waste your childhood, don't waste your youth, because when you look back, it's going to be gone. And when you're younger, you're like, oh, I got plenty of time, and then you get here, and the older you get, the faster it goes. And so, I've spent a lot of my time missing out on things for whatever reason, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to live today, because we're not promised tomorrow. All we have is today. So I want to make sure that I get to experience everything that I can today. And if I get tomorrow, then I'll be thankful for that and experience everything that I get to experience tomorrow.
Very lively, very talented and creative.
Yes.
I think she would bring a lot of energy.
I agree. And I think she is very outgoing and bubbly enough to kind of add some of that to some of the other ladies.
And I am a stiletto. And the reason I say I'm a stiletto is because I'm always stepping high and my head is always held up. I'm always sharp and I'm always shiny. So when I think of a stiletto, that's what I think of. I almost wore my stiletto shoe tonight. But I'm a stiletto. A cross between a cowboy and a stiletto. Cowboy boot and a stiletto.
How would your friends describe you?
My friends would describe me as crazy, I'm zany, I'm quirky. I'm from Texas, so when I came here to go to school, I didn't kind of really know a lot of the slang and, you know, some of the vernacular, so they just laugh at me. But I think they would say I'm honest and, you know, my spirit is sweet and that I'm real. And I think, and I'm real to them and I want them to be real to me. Don't put that on, or I don't like that you said that, you hurt my feelings. So I think they know that I'm that type of friend, that if I felt like maybe I was hurt, I would tell them. And I'd want the same of them from me. And I don't think friends need to compete. We need to just compliment each other. So I'm never in a competitiveness unless it's spades or volleyball or some other kind of game, but not competitive with our friendship.
We are homeless, you know, going from home to home, but we're definitely trying to keep our heads up and look forward to what blessings we are going to have.
Oh my gosh, I think I was an exception because I was a loner. I wasn't like everybody else. I wasn't running the streets, and I remember when I was young, I used to get up early in the morning and go to church by myself without my family. Like I would walk to the local church and they kind of took me in and I did things with the church. And then I met my husband. I met my husband really young and he was just like me, like he was a loner. He was the only one in our entire school with a job. Like we was 13 and he was going to work right after school because he came from the project. He was like, I'm getting out of there. I was like, me too. So let's go together. What in the world? And we stood together. So we've been married for almost 2 years.
I just have a natural hunger for everything, for life. Of course, my children inspire me. They've been through so many things. I have a sister who went through school, which is what I'm trying to do now, with her kids very young and still made it to be an RN, so she definitely inspires me. I think everything inspires me in some sort of way to either continue on the path that I'm doing or do better.
I liked her.
I did too. Very timely. Focused, driven.
High self-esteem.
Absolutely.
And I think she's very comfortable in her own being.